welcome you back to Happily Adventures After. We hope that you are doing well and are thrilled to have you here back for this week's edition of Hey Disney, Give Me a Review. We are thrilled to bring you Hey Disney, Give Me a Review on Restaurantosaurus in Disney's Animal Kingdom. So as I said, we are going to dive into Restaurantosaurus at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And we are excited to share you this review, which Hey Disney, Give Me a Review is all about, because we review different things in Disney World and we give you honest reviews and insider tips. So we're excited to bring you this as our eagerly providing you this dining review for the quick service spot in Animal Kingdom. And we're ready to just enjoy. So we are oh so saddened because Dinoland is coming to a close. And Dinoland holds a special place in my heart on so many levels, but I actually remember going to Dinoland when I was 2. This opened, so Animal Kingdom opened on Earth Day, 1997, I believe. I think I had just turned 2. Like, my birthday's at the end of March, so I had just turned 2, and my family and I just happened to be down there. And I loved Dinoland as a kid, and I loved playing in the Boneyard. And that, as we continued to go yearly, I just continued to go back and play there. So between the Boneyard and all Dinoland has to offer, we have some really fun family photos here. I love the music they play. I love the attraction dinosaur. I'm going to miss Dinoland. I'm excited for the Tropical Americas refurb that they're putting in, but I'm going to miss Dinoland. And so that's why I wanted to do this Hey Disney, Give Me a Review for Restaurantosaurus, kind of to preserve what is going to no longer be with us soon when they change it over. I have to say, before we get into anything, I actually really liked this place. It's a dino-themed restaurant, and it's a quick service spot that's very quirky and has a student field camp, so I'll explain that after, vibe, and everything is really promising. I actually had never been here before we had tried it on our last trip, so we couldn't wait to see if the quick service food was just as fun and lived up to the hype and the ambiance as it looked like and the theming was set to. Have to say, spoiler alerts, we did go in with high expectations, and this place was awesome. The theming was great. The food for a quick service place was excellent. It was amazing. I loved it. So before we begin, I know we just talked about Dinoland U.S.A. closing. That means Restaurantosaurus is closing. However, Disney just announced this month, so I'm filming this in December 2024, that it's going to be open a little bit longer. So part of Dinoland U.S.A. will close, I think it is January the 12th, 2025. However, Dinosaur the attraction, Restaurantosaurus, and a couple other areas are going to remain open. And Disney even tagged this as 2025, the year to visit the dinos, I think. So just so you know, these will remain open for a bit. I am, again, doing this for nostalgia's sake, but needless to say, let's get into it. If you want to go based on this review or other things you've heard, 2025 is the year to do so, according to Disney. So, okay, let's just get into it. So, what is Restaurantosaurus? Well, I've said it a few times, but Restaurantosaurus in Disney's Animal Kingdom is a hidden gem that combines American comfort food with a wonderful, playful dino-themed setting that is perfect for families and Disney fans alike. Located in Animal Kingdom's Dinoland U.S.A., this spot feels like a quirky mashup of a paleontologist's field station and a cozy dinner in an Airstream? Is that even possible? It's packed with fun details like fossils and dig site equipment and student memorabilia, which makes you feel like a young paleontologist student as they've turned their camp into a restaurant, and you get to join in on the fun. The menu at this quick service option has a lot of kid-friendly but also unique meals. Like, think Angus burgers, chicken nuggets, hot dogs, but they're topped with mac and cheese. And for those of you who are looking for something a little bit lighter, there's a black bean burger with an avocado spread, as well as a create your own sundae, which is always a crowd pleaser because we love that. There's also quite a few adult beverages, such as, apparently, I've never had this, but there's a wild berry mango rum lemonade that's really good and highly suggested. So if you're into that, go enjoy. And now kids can also get the non-alcoholic version of it, so there's something for the whole family. Beyond the food at this quick service location, the real charm of Restaurantosaurus is its theming. It's not just a place to grab a bite to eat. It's an experience that adds a lot of adventure into your Animal Kingdom day. The decor and atmosphere make it feel like a must visit to anybody who loves Disney's attention to detail and a backstory that is so immersive. So, let's get into the backstory so you can enjoy it a little bit more. We know I love a good backstory and a good theme, so I think that's also one of the reasons why I love Dinoland U.S.A, because it is so incredible. And if you're not sure what the backstory on Dinoland U.S.A is, please check out my HAA Disney Top 10 on Animal Kingdom. I explain it there, but Restaurantosaurus has a backstory that blends in to the Dinoland backstory. So here we go. The Restaurantosaurus in Disney's Animal Kingdom blends humor, adventure, and the park's theming on the biggest scale. Restaurantosaurus is set in Dinoland U.S.A, and the story is that Restaurantosaurus was established by a group of college paleontology students who set up their own field station while working on a dig site area. Over time, the students created a makeshift dining spot to fill with mementos and quirky decorations from their time at said dig. As the story continues, these aspiring paleontologists weren't just there to work. They wanted to bring in the fun, the humor, the everything crazy and mismatch into their camp with playful decor and DIY diner vibes. There's an Airstream, guys. They built an Airstream and decked it out with paleontology stuff. It is so cool. The students outfitted the space with everything from fossils to random trinkets, even incorporating leftover supplies and academic gear that gives it the feel of the fossil dig site turned into a really fun hangout place. There are notebooks, dinosaur bones, and remnants from other field work that are scattered throughout, reinforcing the idea that this temporary yet beloved spot for paleontologists is a great place to unwind. Even the name Restaurantosaurus is a tongue-in-cheek nod to their love for paleontology, hinting at the DIY diner might be their biggest discovery yet, while they're looking for these said dinos. This backstory aligns with the lighthearted and educational theme of Dinoland, so it's a perfect combination. I love that the story and the original IP of this play a huge part in the way Animal Kingdom was designed to feel. Like the Dinoland U.S.A. traditional roadshow attraction we all know and love. How Dinoland has all of the carnival games, the exhibits, and the experiences. This is just one of them. And it's a great way to explore dinosaurs and fossil studies. In true Disney fashion, there is no detail spared because the extensive level of detail, hidden jokes, and Easter egg dedicated to all things Disney and Disney fans love is all here in Restaurantosaurus. Whether you're looking there just for the food and those traditional quick service fares, or you're soaking in the quirky atmosphere, Restaurantosaurus offers a fun slice of theming and story elements within the park's prehistoric playground. Okay, so I know I said this before, but I just want to reiterate that this has an incoming extinction, much like the dinosaurs. As many of you know, Disney's Animal Kingdom is officially saying goodbye to Dinoland U.S.A, an area that has delighted guests with fossil dig theming and dinosaur-centric attractions for years since its opening. The section is set to undergo a specific transformation as Disney phases it out to make room for a new land inspired by the tropical Americas. This new land will bring fresh stories, immersive environments, and a vibrant range of experience, likely inspired by different cultures, flora, and fauna of Central America. The transition to Dinoland U.S.A. from two tropical Americas will be phased, so not all parts of Dinoland U.S.A. will be closing simultaneously. As I said, as of January 12th, I believe it is, 2025, Triceratops Spin will take its last spin around the world, and it'll be closed. And I'm sorry, and I'm very sad. However, Restaurantosaurus will be opened, as I said earlier, and Disney deemed 2025 the year to go check out the dinos. So please, go check it out if it's something you're looking for, because it won't last long. Now, there's no confirmed closure date, but it is expected to be within, my guess is the end of 2025, early 2026. So any classic American fare that you want to pick up here at Restaurantosaurus will be extinct by the end of that. So please, go grab some before it transitions to the tropical Americas. All right, I've given you the incredible backstory. I love the good backstory and the theming. I've given you the countdown to extinction. That's a Disney reference for anybody who didn't know. For Dinosaur, I am going to now give you what we ordered and our actual review. We ordered through the My Disney Experience app. So anybody who doesn't know, you can actually mobile order any quick service meal through the My Disney Experience app via the mobile ordering tab or like click part of the app. And in doing so, we did it outside the app, confirmed our order, and then we were not outside the app. What did I just say? We were outside the restaurant. Whoa, it's been a long day. But we did it outside the restaurant, confirmed our order. We said we were here for pickup because we were literally physically there. So we picked the time slot that was now. And then went in, I grabbed a table, my family and I did. And then within like 3 minutes, our order was ready. It was pretty quick, i.e. quick service. Okay, enough about that. I'm just letting you know how it works. We ordered the following. We got the kids macaroni and cheese with French fries and Kellogg bug-shaped graham crackers. This cost us $8.99 USD at the time plus tax. We then got chicken strips, a 4-piece meal with fries for $10.99 USD. We also got a fountain beverage, which was a Coke, for $4.79 USD. And then this was not on mobile order. I had to go up to the counter and ask it because it was on the board, like the meal board when you can order from a physical cast member, just as a heads up. We got a French fries with cheese for $6.49. If you've been here long enough and you've heard my obsession with French fries and cheese and Coke, that's why we got this. So letting you know that. You also can order for any adult out there who doesn't want an entire large meal. You can in fact order a kid's meal and not be penalized or upcharged. I do this quite frequently because Disney portions are large. So my family and I will often order kids meals, which are cheaper. They actually come with 1 to 2 sides depending on the meal, the main course itself, and a drink. So you get a lot more bang for your buck. All right, final cost for everything. I want to let you know, before any discounts, it was $31.26 USD. Letting you know now why I said before any discounts. You don't get a discount at a quick service if you are a DVC or annual pass holder. That is only reserved for table service dining. So the price on a quick service stands as whatever it is. We added 7% sales tax in Walt Disney World. So that's what it is in that area of Florida. And that was bringing our meal total to $33.45 USD. For those of you who don't know, I am Canadian. So every time we do this, I have to transfer everything into Canadian. And if you are Canadian too and you want to know how to budget, I'll let you kind of take a guess. So our cost in Canadian, which was at the time 1.4 exchange rate, so it cost $1.40 Canadian for $1 US. It ended up costing us $46.83 Canadian in total, and that is expensive for a meal. It's also expensive because it's Disney, and I will not lie, those are the prices where I live in Ontario. It's so expensive. Total tangent. Prices are ridiculous. Thank you, inflation. But we went to McDonald's and got 2 ice creams, and it cost where I live. We got 3 ice creams. It was $15. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is how wild it has become. So those prices in Canadian, if you are experiencing that wherever you live, could basically be relative. Now, if you live in an area where things are not as expensive, like if I drive an hour and a half away, it's not as expensive. Tangent again. These prices in Canadian may be a little bit different than what you're looking for and more expensive. I always want to let you know what the prices are with the conversion rate for anybody who is Canadian, so you don't get into that shock, and well as anybody who is paying in US dollars. I do want to let you know that because then you can budget. Also, as a note, if you're doing mobile order, you can only use a credit, debit, or gift card. If you have cash, you do have to go into the physical location and order with a cast member, and they'll be more than happy to help you. Let's talk about our experience and our service. Our experience at Restaurantosaurus was fantastic from start to finish. As I said, we decided to mobile order, and this was around 11 a.m., so it's kind of at the start of the lunchtime rush. I know I tend to eat earlier than everybody else. That's just me, but it is the start of a lot of lunchtime rushes. Despite it being a pretty decently busy time, the process to get us from clicking the I am here, prepare my order to the time we got our order, as I said, it was like 3 to 5 minutes, was very impressively fast and efficient. We only waited that short period of time before our meal is ready. And I know in a quick service, everything is kind of assembly line-esque. However, phenomenal done. It was all hot and ready to go. The cast members that served us, either providing me the food, taking my number on the mobile order and going boop, 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 all good, as well as the cast member I spoke to get that French fries and cheese, were extremely kind and friendly, and they're very helpful. They guided us through the pickup process with a warm smile, happy hearts, ready to go. It was a very seamless experience. Plus, we had a big day ahead of us at the park, and it was really busy, so this was excellent. The setting itself, though, takes the cake and adds that extra layer of fun to our meal. The quirky, fossil-inspired decor and the playful details truly brought that field station turned diner theme to life. I loved it. We talked about it the entire time. Sitting in the Airstream bus area made my experience amazing. For anybody who wants to know, I'm putting this out there. I want to take an RV and do an RV trip and like get one of those like 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom RVs. I so badly want to do it, and the Airstream just added that, and it was like, okay, this is so much fun. It made it the best time. Even with it being around the start of peak lunch, there was ample seating. We had no problem finding a spot to settle in. We were able, like I said, to get our food fast. It is a self-service drink station, so we were able to get our refills as needed because we only got one Coke, but there was 2 of us. We were good. And it's a great overall combination of quick service and theming that is truly the highlight of Animal Kingdom. I cannot tell you anymore how much I love this. Yes, there might be better food options, for instance, at Yak and Yeti or Satuli Canteen, but this theming, in my opinion, other than Satuli Canteen, is phenomenal, and I highly recommend it for that. Let's get into the review of the meal. Our meal at Restaurantosaurus was a big hit. Giving you what we ordered before, I'm just going to reiterate it, which was a mix of classic quick service foods such as kids' macaroni and cheese meal. We had a lot of French fries, and the Kellogg's bug-shaped grahams, which were the best. The chicken strips were also incredible, and the plastic cheese on the fries was amazing, coupled with Disney Coke. If you know, you know, Disney Coke is only the way to go, and that's truly the only place I drink Coke in general because it is that good. Each item was satisfying and lived up to Disney's reputation for classic quick service food. I think Disney does quick service very well, even if it's just like classic theme park food. I find their food better than other theme parks I've been to, not just like in the Orlando area, but in general. The mac and cheese was a very creamy, very flavorful. The chicken strips were very well cooked to perfection, very well seasoned. Paired it with the abundance of French fries we had and that plastic cheese sauce, like I said, with that Coke. It was a perfect idea for comforting quick service food that just makes it feel like a Disney tradition. Because my family and I have a huge tradition where we go and get French fries, cheese, and Coke, and then everything else is just kind of like an added. So it truly was great. I had no complaints. It was amazing. Now, a fun little surprise, as I said earlier, was the French fries and cheese, which was not on the mobile order, but it's seen on the physical menu. So this little surprise, because we had wanted French fries and cheese with our Coke, just added that extra like, yes! And then we got it and it was awesome. So be sure to check the inside menu for other things. They do have chili cheese fries, and I think that's what it is without the chili. And you can't make modification requests on the app, so just mental noting that one. Now, the winning combination here of all of this meal came when the Kellogg's bug-shaped graham crackers came. Now, you may be saying, London, you're an adult, first of all, and you are sure right, I am an adult. I'm a Disney adult, but I am an adult. You may also say, London, what the heck are you doing? These are just graham crackers. Okay, for anybody who has had the Scooby snacks that you can only get by Kellogg's in the U.S., these are them, but in bug form. And I love the Scooby snack cookies. They're bone-shaped graham crackers. One time my aunt was in the States and she asked us what we wanted. I said to my aunt, hey, can you pick me up these cookies? She comes back, gives me the box and goes, did I just buy you dog cookies? Please tell me I didn't. And I was like, no, they're not. They are the best snack. When we go to the States, I load up on them. If we're coming back, I bring them with me. My whole family loves them. And not just like my immediate family, I mean like my extended family. They are awesome. Kellogg's, I know you're not, but if you're listening to me, please bring them to Canada and keep them in the original recipe that you sell them in the United States. So make it happen, please. That was just the best highlight of our experience there. And I know it's something so simple and so silly, but it was a really fun surprise. Overall, we really did enjoy our meals. And I do feel as though the prices are on the high side, especially when you convert this to Canadian. And this is for Disney standards. Quick service meals have steadily been going up in cost. However, you can't really get out of it. The quality is there. The amount of food is there. And if you are Canadian, I'm just saying this now, and live in a big metro area, the prices, once you do the conversion, are probably on par. Sadly, honestly, sadly. But, like I said, the portions were there. The food is great. It's a really easy to eat food, especially if you have pickier eaters in your group. And if you loved that theming, so you just needed somewhere to go, this is a really great place in the middle of your Disney day if you want that. The classic theme park food, especially those French fries, cheese, and Coke, was everything I could ask for and more. So overall, the food was really well done, and I would highly suggest it based on that. We've talked about the theming. We've talked about the food. We've talked about the location. Let's get into the pros and cons of Restaurantosaurus in Dinoland U.S.A. in Disney's Animal Kingdom. All right, pro number 1. Here we go. It is very efficient to mobile order here. Much like a lot of quick service, not all of them, but a lot of quick service restaurants, guests can quickly place their order through the mobile ordering system on the My Disney Experience app, which really helps to reduce your wait time, especially in crowds. Even during the peak lunch hour that we went through, ordering was generally ready very quickly, and it made for a great option, especially if you're on the go. Number 2. It has incredibly immersive and very fun theming. This restaurant's play for decor adds a lot of charm to the dining experience. It's styled as a makeshift field station where paleontology students left their mark, and it also includes quirky details like that Airstream bus I love so much, creating a unique atmosphere. For Disney fans who love the backstory, who love the immersion, and love Disney's theming, this provides a really fun break from the parks because then you immerse yourself in that theming and get to enjoy it. Number 3. It has a great kid-friendly menu. So the Restaurantosaurus offers a variety of crowd-pleasing options, and they're perfect for families or those of us who just want a simple, reliable meal, and it's what you're looking for. Now, the addition of those bug-shaped graham crackers by Kellogg's, just put them in your bag. They come in a little baggie like you would get any other normal single-serve kind of cracker. So they're particularly great if you're looking for something to take with you if you order that kids menu option, but it's a really great classic theme park Disney food. And if that's what you're looking for, that's what you're comfortable with, it's a great place to be. Number 4, this has ample seating and it's always, from my experience, available. Despite being pretty popular, Restaurantosaurus has plenty of seating. It's a very large quick service restaurant, even during the busiest times. Guests can often find a table either indoors or outdoors without any issues, so it's a big advantage because it's one of the larger quick service areas within Walt Disney World in general. And so if it's packed, please check this out, grab a table because it should be available. Lastly, it has cheese fries. I know that's a mean one, but it has cheese fries. Though it's not available on mobile order, cheese fries are available here. The French fries with the cheese sauce are my favorite, and it's very hard to find them within each park. Usually one quick service location has them, so I'm going to point that out because for me, that's a pro. It's really easy to grab, and it makes for a very fun and delicious meal. Honestly, it is a meal. That amount of food, it is a meal. All right. So not everything can be amazing, right? So it does have some cons. My con, and this one kind of goes for all Disney quick service locations, is that it provides a pretty high price point for a quick service meal. Now the food quality was excellent. It had a lot of menu options. The price, however, is relatively high for any in general quick service restaurant. Again, though, this is reflective on the general cost increase within the Walt Disney World parks. Some guests may feel that the meal portions and types don't justify the premier prices, so I did want to include that. The second con is that menu variety is limited. The snacks and quick service meal options here do stick to the, quote, American standard foods like chicken strips, burgers, and fries. There are a few adventurous or unique options, but they're far and few between. So if you're looking for something more diverse or something healthier, you might find this spot limiting in a comparison, especially to other spots in Animal Kingdom. Number 3. Now, a con for some may be that this is not part of the first phases of closures for Dinoland, and that may be because they're hoping that it will change over quicker. So, as I said before, this is not part of the initial closures of Dinoland USA in its retheming and reimagination to Tropical Americas. The Restaurantosaurus will close eventually. It'll be open for the greater part of the year. This is a disadvantage to guests who are looking to see that change happen immediately, especially if you're interested in more of those Central and Latin America food fare, because they did say that those will be offered. So it is revamping. It will be a lot more diverse, opposed to the classic cheeseburgers and French fries. So if you're looking for that, it is a con, because you will have to wait for a while. Number 4 con is that theming may not appeal to all guests. Well, I find it very entertaining, and I find the theming and the backstory excellent and very well done. Some people just may not enjoy that whimsical field camp vibe. You might find it too quirky. Maybe you don't like dinosaurs. Maybe you don't even care about the backstory, which is totally fine. If you prefer a more elegant or polished environment, if you prefer less theming, this is not the place for you. And our last con is there are limited availability on the mobile order that can be seen on the interior order. So if you're looking to get it all done in mobile order, it's not going to happen. As I said, with my coveted French fries and cheese, they were not available on the mobile order. So you had to physically place your mobile order. Then I saw them on the physical ordering board, went to a cast member who was amazing and assisted us and got us that. But not everything then is on mobile order. So if you're looking to do a one-stop shop with only mobile order, you cannot do that because you might see something you like. So you might have to order your entire thing with a cast member who's going to be lovely and help you out. But still, if you're just looking to do a mobile order, it may not all be there. All right, we've added those pros and cons to things like theming, experience, the meal. What is our overall kind of rating and experience on this? Overall, our experience on Restaurantosaurus was probably the most memorable part of my day at Disney's Animal Kingdom for the time we went. The meal prices were very high. We've talked about that. There's nothing we can do about it because it is not outside the normal range for a Disney quick service as the prices are going up. So it was pretty well received. The food is classic theme park food, but it was very well prepared. It was hot when we picked it up, and it was excellent when we ate it. We knew what we were getting into, so it wasn't like, oh, I wish I had luxury mac and cheese or luxury chicken nuggets. No, like you knew what you were getting into, so it really did hit the spot. The addition of the cheese fries and Coke, now that took it to a whole nother level, and I am biased on that. For a quick service meal in the middle of a park day, especially a busy park day, it was well delivered and provided us exactly what we needed. What made this meal, though, particularly special was being transformed in Dinoland. I loved it. Yes, I was sad that it's leaving and it's closing. Yes, I do love a good backstory, but just being in there, and I'd actually never been there before, as I said, I savored every moment of Disney history, especially that Airstream, just because I want to go RVing, but it was awesome. Restaurantosaurus is one of those rare spots that you can immerse yourself in original Disney parks like lore and theming, and sadly it's going away. And so because of that, I loved every minute of it. It was fantastic to enjoy it while I still could, and really did hold a special place in my heart. Overall, it was very fun, a great tasty stop, and made for a great time on this trip. So, what would I give this? I would give this an overall rating of 4.25 out of 5. Why would I give it 4.25 out of 5? Because it was a great time. The food was solid, the theme park theming was out of this world, and it was spectacular. Though this food is just classic theme park food, as I have mentioned time and time again, it's not a place for gourmet or adventurous options. It was very well prepared and very well done for a quick service meal. The fun theming took that quirky paleontologist camp and added that playful twist to the experience, making it unique and memorable. The Airstream knocked it out of the park. They had ample seating and had great ambiance to bring Dinoland U.S.A. to life. It was a great tie-in to Dinoland U.S.A. as well, because the theming of the restaurant really carried over to Dinoland. We appreciated all of the charm and the extra magic here, and it was fantastic. Another great highlight was that we could mobile order, so it made the process smooth and effective and efficient, especially during a peak lunch time. And the cast members that helped us out were excellent, friendly, helpful, and perfection. Now, it was air-conditioned, had a great comfortable break, and was a wonderful addition to our Disney day. The only downside here, other than the French fries and cheese not being on mobile order, and that truly wasn't a downside because it was easy to go do, the true downside here is the price. costing me with the exchange, and I know the exchange is high, and if you are American or purely playing with American money, this is not a downside for you, other than the fact you may find it more expensive, but it's not a downside for you, because our meal totaled in cost with that exchange at about $47 Canadian. So $50 roughly for an adult meal that didn't come with a beverage, a kid's meal that did come with a beverage, as well as an extra, is really steep for classic theme park food. Theme park food overall is expensive, but this felt like expensive. As I gave you earlier, the comparison to the 3 McDonald's ice creams, it's not unusual for where I live in Ontario, Canada. However, it's not fun. Yes, it is typically in line with Disney's pricing, but inflation has made these meals quite a splurge, and it shouldn't be for something that is a quick service meal. That being said, I do think the experience was worth it, especially with Dinoland U.S.A. being on its way out. Would I come back here again within the year that it's still open? Heck yeah, I would. I would love to. It was really fun, and I really want to experience this one last time to get the fullness out of it. Spend more time exploring, seeing all the different theming, trying different unique menu options, all of that. I'll be very sad to see it go, but I'm very excited to see what comes next. All right, with that is our Hey Disney Give Me a Review for Restaurantosaurus in Disney's Animal Kingdom. I truly hope you enjoyed it. So I ask you to join in the conversation on our blog, our podcast, and our Instagram to share your side of Disney magic. Have you ever been to Restaurantosaurus? Did you like it? What was your favorite part of the meal? Do you like the theming of Dinoland U.S.A? Are you sad to see it go, or are you excited for the Tropicals Americas reimagination and retheming? Are you both? Whatever it is, please let us know, either commenting on the corresponding blog post on happily-adventuresafter.com, following us and engaging on our Instagram there at happily-adventuresafter, or here on our YouTube podcast. We cannot wait to hear from you because that makes it so much more magical. Stay tuned here to Happily Adventures After for more tips, updates, and behind-the-scenes look at all things Disney through our Hey Disney Give Me a Review or Hey Disney Top 10. Both those podcasts are available for you to listen to at any time. We look forward to hearing all things Disney from you and by us, and we hope that you have a blessed and amazing day. I'm London. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.